What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Connor Speed6. Today we are back in Forza Horizon 5. We're going to be diving deep into the Event Lab feature again. I've had a lot of questions lately about how to edit a custom blueprint after you've saved the event, whether it's been released or published to the public or just saved so you can come back to it at a later date. So what we're going to do today is just dive into one, go create just a basic Event Lab point-to-point event, and I'm going to show you how to save the events and go back and edit them after you've already saved it. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so we are down here at the Bahia de Plano circuit, and what we're going to do is create an event really quickly and then go back in and look at how to save this and edit the event after you've already saved it. Alright, so as always, whenever you start creating an event, you just simply have to drive the route. Everyone knows how to do this, really. So you drive the route you want, and then when you are finished creating the route itself and placing blueprint items such as anything that's shown in the blueprint library, all you have to do is go back into here and finish driving the route, and then simply press your hamburger button, which is basically the menu button, and then click place finish line. It's going to ask you if you're finished. You're going to click yes, and then it brings you here to your save route option. Here are all of the different saved routes that I have in the game. Anything with the yellow box and a pencil in the top right of that box is a fully custom event, custom route that's been built. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and click create new. We're going to save this as test, and then we're going to act like I just need to leave for the day. So I'll go down and select quit. What that's going to do is that's just simply going to take us back into the world, and the event that we've created is now in our saved events. So what do we do if we want to get back into that event and add more to it, throw in some more pieces, do some more building? What if we want to redraw the route? All of that, it can be done very, very simply. Go back to the exact same blueprint location that you started the event to begin with. So mine was Bahia de Plano circuit. Click on solo. Then go over here to create blueprint. Select whatever cars you want, whatever class you'd like, it's completely up to you. Now from here, you go down to create or choose route. So click that. Then what you'll want to do is go over and find the event that you've just saved in your saved routes. So mine was test. As you can see, I've got my Nitro Rallycross, a bunch of different edits from that same event. So I'll go over to test. Now, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you have options. You can either click it, go back, or edit that saved route. You never want to press Y to delete it unless you really just need to make more space. So what we're going to be doing today is editing this saved route. So we're going to press the X button. From there, you just pick a car and it's going to jump you right back into that same custom blueprint or custom event that you've already created and now that you're editing. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the event that we have created. If you would like to go on and build more in the blueprint builder, you just press your action button, which is the left button of the Xbox logo, and then it's going to ask you if you'd like to create a new checkpoint or a new drive line, basically, or a new route from this point. You select yes. That deletes any checkpoints ahead of you, and it deletes all of the driving line that you've created so far. So you are basically creating a whole new event from here. Now, like I said, you can go back in and you can go into your blueprint builder from here. You can build things. So let's go down here just so we can see what goes on. We'll click something from the new car park. We'll throw in, okay, that. Then let's go back in here to the Horizon history in Forza Horizon 3. We're gonna throw a big tower in. All right, so now we've got the Leaning Tower of Pisa and an elevator slash stairwell event lab or blueprint creator option in the game. So now if I want to go back and keep driving the route and creating it, I press B, resume the route. We're gonna drive back down here. Let's set a checkpoint. Let's keep going a little bit further, create another checkpoint. And I think I'm done with my route now, so what we'll do is we'll place the finish line right here. And what we're going to do is place that finish line, and then you can either save over the initial file or you can create an entirely new file. What we're going to do for this video is just save over the existing route. So we'll press A on that, save over file test, which is what I named it. Okay, so now that event is saved, or that route is saved. We haven't created a custom event with this yet. But again, what we could do is we could go ahead and create the route, or if we wanted to just save it, this is a good way to save it. And then if we wanted to go back in and keep editing, we could go back in from here, and keep editing what we just finished. So you notice the new buildings are in there, the 2 checkpoints are in there, and then way off into the distance you see the last checkpoint, which is the finish line. All right, so as you know, you can actually pick up the driving line from any of the checkpoints in the game. You can cycle through them, of course, by hitting right, or you can hit your left button on the D-pad, and that takes you back to the last checkpoint in the event between the start and finish line. So we're going to continue creating a route from this checkpoint, and then what I would like to do is keep building a little bit. So we'll go back into the blueprint builder. Let's throw a jump here. Yeah, let's get a little crazy. We'll add this ramp platform right in the middle. This is just for fun, no rhyme or reason. We're gonna have a ramp, just because. Whee! So now I'm actually happy with this. We'll place the finish line. All right, so I've gone back in, saved my new file over the existing file that I used to continue editing this route. So now what I'd like to do is go ahead and create an event using this route. It's going to be a banger, I can assure you. A little secret whenever you're creating these routes. You can edit your name, edit your description, all of this stuff in here. If this was a circuit race where you wanted to have a 10-lap event, all you would have to do is go down to the number of laps, which isn't on here because of course it's just a point-to-point. Change that to 1 lap and then go back in here, test drive the 1 lap. It'll come back into this screen. You go back into the event settings, change your number of laps to a higher amount, go down, publish that same route. You don't have to drive 50 laps, 60 laps, 70 laps, whatever the lap count is just to publish a route. You can actually just test 1 lap of it, come back in and edit it, and then publish it that way without retesting after changing that. You can do that with a number of different things. You can do that with the seasons, the time of day, drivatar difficulty, the number of drivatars, etc. So what we'll do is we're just going to keep this as is. We're going to test drive it, and then we'll go back in and make sure we know how to share the event. Get ready for the most insane and white knuckle race of all time in Forza Horizon 5. Checkpoint 2, big jump. Then we're going to simply just drive across the finish line now, and we're done. The game's going to ask you if you want to restart the test drive to make sure you didn't miss anything, or if you'd like to return to the event settings, which is what we're going to do. Now from here, again, you can edit any of this information. You can change the number of drivatars, the difficulty, what racing series it is, the time of day, the fixed time, the car class, the car type. All of that information can be changed as long as you do not change the route itself. So what we would do is go down here, click publish. That would then publish our event to the world and give us a share code for the route itself. If you just want to quit and don't publish anything right now, you just simply exit without saving. So then again, if you'd like to go back in and keep adding to this event, you go back in here like always, click on solo, go over to create blueprint, any car again, any class, go back to the route you've saved by clicking create or choose route, find your event right here, which is test for me, press X for edit saved route, and then it takes you right back in to that same blueprint that you've already created and saved, so you can add to it, change the driving line, all of that stuff. It's so easy. I've had more questions than I can count asking how to do this. And it's kind of surprising because it's really quite easy. But not everybody, of course, is in the event lab as much as others, so it's understandable how it could be, a little bit confusing for some people. But yep, we are back in it. So again, if we want to create a new route from here, we can do that. Again, we can select the different checkpoints, or we can just keep it as is and go on and create an event for the world to use. So there you have it, guys. That is how to quickly save and edit any type of custom event that you've created in the Forza Horizon 5 Event Lab. I really hope it helps you out moving forward with your events, because Event Lab, in my opinion, is single-handedly keeping Forza Horizon 5 alive. It's a really, really fun game, but I have to say the Event Lab's feature, especially with the new car park or parking garage add-ons in Event Lab with the Japanese automotive update, is an absolute game changer. It brings an entirely new facet to the Event Lab. I would definitely recommend getting in there and trying some new builds out as soon as possible. If you guys have any Event Labs you'd like me to check out, please be sure to drop those share codes down in the comments below for me, or join my Discord, which anyone and everyone is always welcome in my Discord. We've got a great group of people in there, and we'd love to have you as well. Ping me in there with any share code you'd like me to check out. I'd be more than happy to do so, because they're so much fun, honestly. Just a ton of fun. That's going to do it for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, a positive comment down below. And if you're new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe for more weekly content like this. As always, I have been Connor Speed 6. Until next time, much love, everyone. See you soon.